Welcome to CryptoAdvance. Today we'll be talking about the DAH token, which is a stablecoin based on the ERC20 or the Ethereum network. What this covers basically, what is DAH? It is a stablecoin that doesn't base itself on being backed by any dollars or any dirham. However, it does matches 1-to-1 the price of the dirham. And the way it does that is by simply calculating the amount of supply that there is and burning tokens or creating new tokens to balance it up. And the reason why this has been created, we can actually see it here on the white paper, is the fact that the issue that they find with the cryptocurrencies is the high volatility and the high instability. And there is a specific reason for that, and we're going to go and check it in a second, where we can actually profit from this instability or this volatility. And they did an amazing job with that. So just stay until the end so you can actually check that here. But the solution for that is to create a cryptocurrency that will, of course, be balanced and will not have that kind of like high volatility. And we do have some others cryptocurrencies out there like BUSD, USDT, but some of them are backed by USD, and like USDT for instance, and right now it has even so many problems with the law because the government of the United States is trying to check if they actually backed what they claim by dollars, real dollars that they should have actually in their bank. So these are quite a lot of things that we need to be careful with. So the cryptocurrency DAH instead is issued directly with the blockchain, as I said before, and is the way it's balanced is basically by either burning or creating new tokens, which will balance the stablecoin with 1-to-1 with a ratio of 1-to-1 with AED, or roughly 0.27 cents. So everything will be, of course, found in the stable coin contract that you can see here. I'm not going to go into details right now. The distribution of the token, as you can see here, we have an 83% will be directly sold on the IPO, which is a great thing to see when we always see that there is not much left for the creators and the developers. You know, everything will be used for the IPO and the ICO, the majority, so everything will be sold. 3% for grants and rewards and 3% for Dirham Foundation is not a lot. That means that these kind of like cut off the issue of a rug pull as well. So this is always good to see as well. As you can see here, the tokens will issues are burned depending on kind of like how it works. They also work with another cryptocurrency which is still on development, and it's kind of like to back up, is kind of like, it's called Habi, and it's more about if that is the Dirham cryptocurrency, the Habi will be more like the gold stable coin basically. So this is something that we definitely will be checking up once this is developed. At the moment their website doesn't provide any information, so that means it's part of the developing as well. I'm not going to go into the comparison or things, otherwise this video is going to take a too long time, and I really want to show you guys the main part of what we believe here Crypto Express is the best one that will actually make you a lot of money, because that's the reason why I'm sure you are here for. So before we jump into that, again, I just want to show you that these guys are working for an exchange, so you can actually go and work on the exchange already, which is always great to see when a company has already something like that. They have a lot of partners like Conspeed, FineXbox, P2P, IndoX, Binance, Kraken, etc., Bitfinex, which are massive and huge exchanges already out there. Another really interesting thing is the swap app that they have directly on their website, where you can swap your Dirham for Ethereum directly on the exchange very easily by simply connecting your wallet. So this is always nice to see. So as I say here, what is Hub? is a stable coin, which is basically the gold of if DAG is the dirham, this is the gold basically of the centralization of the token here. So it will have a perfect architecture, easy scalability, doesn't need much space, perfect for mining. They will have a cold wallet, hardware wallet, full decentralization, and it will have, most importantly, its own blockchain. So the DAG will basically be based on the Ethereum blockchain. This one will be based on their own blockchain. And that's the reason, also the reason why it's not yet available. Another part of the product is this one-tap app that they are trying to develop, or they are actually gonna bring to us in the future. And it's basically the availability to swap and send things very easily. What they're trying to do is to make the exchange of currencies, of the sale of currencies, very easily. So you can send cryptocurrency payments in just one touch from any place in the world, which is basically what we all want from our cryptocurrencies. And the most important part, and this is actually what I wanted to bring to you from the beginning. As we discussed, this is a stable coin. So how are you supposed to be making money out of a stable coin? If you are not gonna, if there is no volatility, what's the even point of investing in this? Well, the main part is, as we discussed, they are working on their own exchange, but they also are working on a Microtrade bot. So basically what the Microtrade bot is a polygonal cryptocurrency arbitrage. So it basically takes advantage of the arbitrage. And if you don't know what arbitrage is sometimes cryptocurrencies will be traded in at different values in different exchanges or different places. So that's this bot. What it takes advantage is, if you do a trade, sometimes even within seconds or milliseconds, you are actually able to take a lot of profit from those transactions. Also, there is of course always a risk that you have to be aware of, but they try to reduce this risk, or the risk, also by using leverage. So this is a special insurance asset that is present in every operation, and it is a prerequisite for work. So the most important thing in the process is the speed of the software and connection. So usually the difference in the price of the same assets lasts for several seconds or even fractions of a second. Therefore, polygonal arbitration software must be fast enough to find such a difference and manage to carry out the necessary transactions. So the Dirham trading bot will allow you to perform from 80,000 tradings operations per day, and the bot always stays within the same crypto exchange and applies the same polygonal approach over and over again to different cryptocurrencies, so that the need to pay commissions for deposits and withdrawals of that cryptocurrency is eliminated, which is the main kind of like factor when you are actually doing some arbitrage here. That's the main thing that will actually drop the price or the tradings, or the profit that you have made from those trading by arbitraging. So when you activate a trading bot for Microtrade of the Dirham on the website, you have the opportunity to earn money on converting assets inside the Dirham trade exchange. Microtrade also uses the API private keys of the partners exchanges where the DAG token is traded and the Dirham market maker specialist works. So the stability of the transaction is the main asset for receiving and the spread income. And that's the reason why they use the DAG stablecoin, which is a stable buffer for such an exchange and is not subject to volatility like other cryptocurrencies. So the idea is that basically you start a trade with your DAG, it makes a profit and then comes back to that once it has made that profit. Because if you were to trade or do arbitrage in a cryptocurrency, so let's say you start, just to give an example, Ethereum and Bitcoin, and you're doing the arbitrage there, but then you started with Ethereum, you made, I don't know, I would say a 5% of profit in there, but then you go back to Ethereum and the Ethereum drops value of 10%. You're actually worse than you started off. In this case, you start in Dirham and you end up in Dirham. So that means that it's still a stable coin, so you're not gonna lose any profit unless, of course, there is any problems with the trading systems, or the market crash, or it does something unexpected that the bot is not able to pick up as well. These are, of course, risks that you have to consider as well. The profitability of the Dirham trading bot in polygonal cryptocurrency arbitrage is not fixed, and it depends on the current market efficiency, as I was saying before. So the forecasts and testing shows that this approach of earnings can give from 1.5 to even 5% per day, and even more. And guys, if these numbers are backed and they are real, this is huge, because with a 5% or even a 1.5% every single day, this is something that can bring a lot of profit. As I said before, it uses leverage, and it characterizes the sensitivity, the ability to manage net profit in the dynamics of growth. Leverage is the ratio of our deposit to support, and the leverage assets helps to protect you from negative transactions, of course, ensuring the risky transactions, and during market inefficiency, the leverage covers the negative delta and returns the resulting positive spread with the next operation. So this is, again, something really interesting to have some sort of like backup when you are actually working on such a risky in trading, basically. The conditions for this is that the minimum amount for working with the Dirham bot in Microtrade system is 30,200 DAH, which, taking into account the leverage, compulsory participation in staking Dirham with a volume of that equivalent of $2,000. So with just $2,000, you could actually start directly your trading directly with the Microtrades bot, which, again, if it gives you a 1.5% of that per day, you could easily see doubling that amount very, very quickly. To receive an additional percentage of profit from the pool, the participant must have a partner under his partner key and participate in the Dirham Microtrade bot throughout the entire period of accumulation of profit. Because, of course, you have an accumulation of profit, and it give you as well some kind of like referral, let's call it that way. Polygonal arbitrage of cryptocurrencies using various bots is not a new, but it's a very effective method of work with the right approach. With extensive experience in the specification of liquidity and support, meeting and demand, maximizing the satisfaction of profitable transactions and storage of assets, the specialists of the Dirham market have opened for you a fully automated tool for generating profit, and the Dirham bot Microtrade system. Dirham Invest instead is another option that you will have, which is different from, of course, the Microtrade, and it basically is a program focused on external investments in a variety of high yield and profitable resources. Dirham Invest has diversified your portfolio into 18 different areas. Formation of cumulative insurance reserve fund and affiliate programs of 15 levels with a rate of 2.6% for each level, basically charging on a permanent basis from the income of your partners directly. Sorry guys, let me just close this one here. So benefits for Dirham Invest is that you invest in the stable coin of the cryptocurrency Dirham. In this case, you do not freeze your investments and withdraw the amount that you have deposited every day, as well as your profit. The profit on days on average will be 1.3%, and is a percentage of the amount of investment. The rate of return of the deposit is 0.5% per day of the total volume at the time of investment. Investment period is 200 days, and the minimum investment is 18,600 DAH. Withdrawal of income and of the deposit is made of the main investment and the deposit is made daily and in an automatic procedure. A direct transfer for the wallet of the client which you will provide basically when investing, and at the expense of which, so how will these transactions be paid, the fees, you know, that you have to pay for the transactions, and some of the high yield projects that your portfolio is diversified into work on a daily, basically on a daily return basis. Dirham has a profit of 3% of your income, and Dram has an allocated accumulative reserve fund resource of 1% of the total investment portfolio income. Thus, whereby where necessary, for example, for stocks and currency markets, trading arbitrage, etc., the company Dram accumulates volumes, and at the expense of other high yield services, own profits and reserves is able to release our customers' daily body of the deposits under the program Dirham Invest. So what are the risks of this? You are investing in a stable coin that does not lose its value. Dirham tokens allow you to make a stable profit thanks to a fixed price, and you already have an extended range for selling Dirham token on different exchanges. You are also protected by the transparency of the coin and the perspective development of the team as well. They have a lot of partners as well, which, as you can see here, they have Raphael, jewelry designer, D Jewels, Steel Top Hat, so a lot of jewelry designers as well here, which is always great to have someone so important, you know, backing them up as well. So guys, this is a really interesting project, and if you want to get more information, all the links will be in the descriptions for you to go and check out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, and see you soon.